Good morning and welcome to another edition of Community Issues. I'm your host, Omar Rashid. Join me live right here in Comcast Studios, November the 18th, 2018. Two well-known guys in the community. Everybody knows them. From the Black Lives Matter movement, we have McKee Booker, and if it's not okay, Joey Harrison. Good morning, brothers.
Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
All right, so community involvement, community issues. You guys have been around in the community for quite a while, you know, taking a stand against issues that affect our communities and our people. Big key of the Black Lives Matter movement. Anything new going on? Any updates?
Nah, nothing really new going on, brother. Oh man, just trying to, like I said, get my thoughts together and just start from a new foundation, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because the way it was going before, I was telling you, you know what I mean. I didn't like the way it was going, more political, more getting away more from dealing with the people one-on-one and being, you know, socially involved with my community and being very outspoken. And it flipped to almost like political. You know, people thought I was going to run for office and all that stuff, and I never got in the game for that.
Right.
So right now, man, I'm just being hush-hush, laying low, and of course, I'm always sitting in the corner watching everybody. So I'm never is my hand off the pulse of the people.
We know observation is very key. It's very key. It's not okay, Will. What's going on? It's not, Joey. It's not okay.
I've been laying low too. But I'm back now. I had to rebuild, reestablish, start from the ground again. But I think it's better this way because, like you said, it was going somewhere I didn't want it to go.
Right.
And it just said it was going faster than I wanted it to go, because then it was like around voting time, then everybody was having their hands up. But now I'm back, resetting myself, and 2019 is gonna be something different.
Right. You know, if you look at history, especially among the African American leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and so on, they always stress. In 1995, we had the Million Man March. We always have leaders, local and national and world leaders, who stress to brothers, you know, let's stop the violence, let's unite. And it seems like we're saying the same thing year after year after year, but it's just not clicking for I mean, not all brothers, but one death is too many.
Right.
So, Key, why is there so much violence in the community? What do you think that needs to be done? If you could just give like a quick summary, because I know it can be like this big.
Yeah, you know me, though. I'm gonna go running somewhere. But I understand what you're saying when you say all brothers, because I always say, like, my era, we dropped the ball. I don't want to like just point a finger at somebody. I like to be inclusive with everybody.
Right.
But the reason why I believe a lot of this stuff is still taking place is because we can't commune with one another without one thinking that their organization is bigger than the other, or they leading it and not leading. Like I always say, man, you got to be one that could just stand in the crowd and hold the sign. You know, when Brother Joy was coming up with "It's Not Okay," you know, they would have loved to see me say, "Oh, they ain't doing." But that, when you look, that's the #1 killer of the black community, letting them subliminally put us against each other. And when we can sit down and just think rationally, with open-mindedly, and see other brothers coming up and saying, "Yo, we need to get together," instead of like going at one another. And a lot of times, it's an implosion. It's stuff that you have to recheck and rethink, and then you have to be man enough to say, "You know what, man, I need some work." Like I'm the biggest critic of myself, and my life is an open book, and I know I need to open up, you know, and deal with other brothers, even though I might not see it the way they see it. You know what I mean? That's I think the problem is the killing that's going on in the community. Since you said the pioneers that you named, because we can't get together, and it's a trick of the enemy to keep us apart.
Right. And Joy, what alternatives do you think that needs to be placed in the communities, in particular the young people, you know, growing up? You know, of course, you used to have Walnut Street Wide, People's Settlement, and Jackson Street Boys Club, Brown Boys Club, you still got Kingswood Community Center, you still got. So do you think that the community centers need to be open more, or do you think we need more community centers, or what do you think needs to be in place? Jobs or whatever?
I'm gonna say yeah, because when they're shutting it down, now it's only certain areas that you can go to get that type of fun.
Right.
When the Brown Boys Club was open, I was going there.
Right.
Also, I would go to the Y, I would go down to Kingswood, but now they're trying to shut stuff down and say we don't have the money to open nothing up. But you can build a whole bunch of houses, and just as long as that money goes to where it's supposed to go, it's not going back into the city though. That's the only thing. Like the jobs and all that, we need all that too. But you can't take. All right. household, mom, dad, children.
Right.
Mom gets on Section 8, dad gets a charge. Dad can't be in the house with his kids. So now the kids is by themselves with the mom.
Right.
Now that cycle is repeated over and over again. Everything gets cool when it's not. And then if the dad does come back to the house, the mom loses everything, and now they back starting over with nothing.
Right. Definitely. So
He touched on that from the jump, yeah.
Yeah, before the show, Big Keith, you made the point that the fathers are not in the home, and that's always been a main issue. But you know, if the father's not there, then I guess it's other men to step up and be mentors in the community, as well as maybe your spiritual leaders. Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I definitely agree with what we were saying earlier, what Brother Joy was just saying. As far as the family, that's what I wanted to structure a lot of my stuff gears towards now, is the family, because I believe it was Ice Cube in the rap song. He said they broke up the black family, and to this point we still can't get together. You know what I mean? So I would like to start within the family homes, and it's like, how do I do it though? You know what I mean? Because I'm not versed in that field. But like I was saying earlier, I'm willing to work with people that's versed in that field to bring back that structure of the black family, because the black leader, which is the man, is now second. Like Joy said, the lady has a Section 8, and then the father can't come back in, so now she calling the shots, and the man feels less than a man because he don't really have nothing but a charge to bring to the table, and fumbling around with some, you know what I mean? So I think that family structure, man, has to be looked at very carefully by the leaders who have the vision, you know, to move people, man. We have to really look at that, man.
You know, we just had the general election a couple of weeks ago. I see you posting there about voting. So about voting. But you know, we have politicians every year that come to our community. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I want both of you gentlemen to speak on the role of the politicians, because, you know, primary and general elections, like I said, they come to the community, and they hear the concerns of the people, and then once the elections come, you know, some may follow up, some may not. But talk about the role of the politicians when it comes to public safety, when it comes to jobs and economics.
Oh, my thing is, if you ain't gonna knock on my door on a regular day, don't knock on my door when you need my vote. Like, period, because that's the same as, it don't do nothing for us. People are like, oh, yeah, look, they can't knock on my door, I feel special, this and that. But then when it comes down to when they're in office and the real issues come up, now there's nowhere to be found. But long as it's just different. That part I don't like we're touching on, because I seen that side.
Okay.
And this brother hit me to that from the jump.
Right.
And I didn't think it was gonna go there. And it was going. I had people put me in their office, like, come. I had people text me. I don't know how they got my number. Can you come stand with us and so people can come and see that you over here and all that? I'm like, I'm not doing none of that, because that's not the people. I don't want you to like me. I want you to respect what's going on. You ain't gotta like me, but respect it. But I'm straight for the people. But you're not gonna use me to get the people to come to where you at.
Right.
Like, that's not.
I mean, Big Keith, you're
know,
awesome, because
He really talks back. He really talks back.
On a serious note, you know, it sounds crazy, but Malcolm X said it. He said the ballot of the bullet, right? And but another thing that he said was, we need to sit on our vote. If we don't see it, don't vote. And see, a lot of people think it's doing our elders a disrespect, but it's not. If everybody's on the same page and we're together, and we're saying, listen, Democratic Party, we ain't fooling with y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Republican Party the same, but it seems like the Democratic Party has taken us for granted.
Okay.
We're gonna get the vote. People vote straight down the line,
Yeah,
Democrat. I'm like, Pepper Carr was standing on the right.
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 This brother was coming from the muscle, a felonist, telling him, yo, I got charges, this and that, mass incarceration. And you mean to tell me he don't get in? You know what I mean?
Right.
And so my thing is this, and I don't want people to take this the wrong way, but I think all black people, not just Delaware, should not vote. And the reason why I say it is because the way the politic game is going right now, it doesn't really matter. You look at what's taking place in Wilmington, Delaware. It's pathetic. You got 8 people running for mayor, and we don't see the okey doke, and we still go for it. Come on, man. So my thing is this, man. Let us all get together and let's take a year off from voting. Let's strategize and let's make sure then they will have to come to us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now they come to us and be like, okay, next week, like you say, they ain't knocking on your door. You don't see them no more.
Nah.
You have to make them work, man. And if we don't make them work, they're gonna do whatever they want to do.
Well, but that's a tough thing for people not to vote. I mean, like you said, we look at the history. We look at those who
Yeah,
fall
I
for
understand.
voting
Yes, I
rights
do.
and stuff like that.
Yes, I
So,
do.
yeah, that's
But really though, oh man, I'm a radical cat. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let's stop it right here. You ain't coming in my neighborhood no more. We ain't going for that. That's how I am.
Right.
So I don't mean for folks to take it in a way where as though not to vote, because my first time voting was Obama.
Oh, yes, yeah.
It was beautiful.
Right.
Nobody could beat me to the polls. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying not to vote, but I'm saying let's just, because really it wouldn't even hurt us. We got Trump in office.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right. You're exactly right.
Like I didn't even know. I used to go to all them when the mayor was running. I used to go to all just to see what they was talking about.
Right.
I
Debates.
never seen the mayor that won. I never seen none of those. So I was like, who was it when he won? I was like, who's that? I ain't never seen him before. I was like, if I see you out there and you putting that work in, I respect that. But if I don't see you and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, he won, I was like, who was he?
Right.
I didn't get it.
Never seen him before.
Never seen him. Never seen him.
Wow, wow. You know, another important entity in our communities is the spirituality. Your religious centers. You got your mosques, you got your churches, synagogues, and things of that nature there. What role does the church and the mosque and the other religious institutions have in terms of bringing empowerment, to our community? Because we got a church in just about almost every 2 or 3 blocks, and a lot of people may say, well, the churches, the preachers need to come out in the community more. Just don't, because everybody's not going inside the church. So maybe if the pastors and the imams and rabbis come out in the community on a consistent basis and bring the people in and help change the lives of the people, it can make a difference.
But to them same people, I say, what are you doing? Like, I'm not. A preacher's a preacher. The mosque, the imam, like all that's religion, and that's cool. But I can't blame them for not coming out into my. Well, some of them do, but I can't blame them for not coming out community where it's stuff going on that they really can't touch on. Like they don't know nothing about that. They don't. I can't explain it.
Well, so some of the preachers that I know, and some of the imams, they were once out there. They were out there in the streets, and then as time came, they changed their lives, and now they're in a position that they're in now. So some of them, I think, are able to identify, with the struggle and what it's like being out there in the streets, quote unquote.
Well, like Joey was saying, I'm going a little bit somewhere else too, but like Joey was saying, and you said that they haven't been out so long, they don't even have a touch for the streets. But the thing about it is, the black church, because I'm not a Muslim, I'm going to speak what I am, I'm an evangelist.
Right.
Got papers for it too.
Okay.
That y'all know. But the church has dropped the ball. The church is the #1 economic powerhouse in our black community. Someone said to an actor, do you have, should you be a role model? Yeah, you should be, because we don't have nothing else. So we have to use what we have, and we have to understand that. And as the black church, we have fumbled and dropped the ball. There's no reason why we should have shop rights. We should have our rights. There's no reason why we should have AutoZone. We should have our zone. You know what I'm saying? All this money in the black churches is tax-free. It's 501. The church don't even own a business individually. Come on, man. Black church, and the preachers, man, listen, I'm gonna tell you, get mad at me right now, right? Y'all ain't worth a nickel. For real. For real. For real, because I don't see none of y'all in the streets. That's just, and y'all can call me, email me, tell your pastor, whatever. But for real, the black pastor, I'm not gonna talk about the emails because I'm not a Muslim.
Right.
But I'm gonna talk about the pastors, man. We have fumbled the ball, and I say we because I'm a Christian.
Right. So, Key, we know each other for quite a while, and I remember you came on my show in the past, and we talked privately about how you changed your life. I remember the death of your sister, Kayla. I mean, everybody knows her. When I first heard of her death, I said to myself, oh man, Key's gonna knock somebody's head off.
Yeah.
But you was calm. You didn't go for retribution, and then that's another thing in our community, retribution. You know, if somebody shoot me, oh, we're gonna come back, we're gonna get revenge, and it's a cycle. The violence keep going on. So, what made you change your life, and then what made you not want to take somebody's head off? Quote
Well, I
unquote.
still want to take somebody's head off. But, you know, it was crazy, Joy, because, I mean, Brother O, I just had got saved in 1995.
Oh, okay.
And really, to tell you the truth, I couldn't even kill a roach.
Right.
I seen a roach cross. My grandma said, kill that roach. I said, damn, that's God's creation. Don't kill a roach, right?
Right.
So that's how I was feeling, man. But it was truly, man, coming into a relationship with God that really humbled me and allowed me to see, man, you know, maturity.
Right.
And a lot of times I go talk to some of these sisters, and they're bitter because, you know, they lost their child. And, you know,
yeah.
I feel their pain, but I can't feel it, you know, everybody's different individually. And I want to basically give them Jesus. That's what I want to do, you know what I mean? But I know that they may not be receptive to it. So I just tried to basically really quote Bible terms to them and stuff like that.
Right.
And really like try to interject God's wisdom. Because what do you say, like the brother said, who lost our only son to game and a gun? There's really no words you really could say, so it's retaliation is almost a must. You know, I just gotta keep it 100 because if you do something to me and it hurts, I must pay you back. But we need brothers like us to sit down and be able to rap with these young mothers and fathers. Say, brother, it's a different way.
Right.
It's a different way.
And Joy, you lost family members too, as well,
I lost
right?
my cousin Ortiz Brown. I lost her brother Marquise Clark. And I also lost my cousin Sheldon on 13. And I see the same thing at all three of their funerals. Well, two of them. Because my cousin Sheldon, he was Muslim. The pain of a mom losing like, cut it short. My uncle relapsed because he lost both of his kids. Like, he started getting high again, all that crazy. And people don't see, that's the part that I'm talking about.
Right.
You don't know what, like, when a person is murdered, at that time point for everybody's like, oh, we here for you, this and that, this and that. But now my cousin been dead. They both been dead for 2 years.
Right.
And it's like he's by himself. I was talking to him last night. He felt like he's by himself because the same people that come around, they don't come around anymore. So it's almost like, that's why I say it comes to a point, it's like we're used to it. No person that gets killed in the city or any city like mine, we should not be having a shirt to match for our outfit, put your face on it, that we can wear during the week. Like it's an actual clothing line. Like it don't. And what really got me mad with the politicians is that when my cousin Ortiz got killed, I seen a politician out there. I see him. He was like, "Come here, take this picture of me." To somebody he was with, and pointing at the gunshot casing on the ground. Right. So from that point on, I was like, "That's not cool. That's not okay." And then, Lord rest his soul, the brother MJ. He was shot a few steps from where she died at, and that's just on one block. So you can't tell me this is not a reoccurrence event that people don't know about and they don't care about, because we do. Right. Like it goes deep, man.
You know, quite often when we're talking about the violence in the community, our focus is on the males, young boys, teenagers, and men. But I'll tell you, some of these females, they be getting onto it. And so when we talk about trying to change our communities, talk about the role of the females. You know, what role does, because we had a lot of female leaders, past and present, who stood for the positive changes in our community. So talk about the violence among the females that you guys might personally know of, and then what role does the woman, the young girl, the young lady have in terms of trying to bring the peace in our communities.
I know, I was just at the mall the other day, and I watched the young ladies get ready to fight.
Wow.
I'm like, y'all, come on now, you know what I mean?
Right.
The young ladies are acting so manly right now, and it's pathetic, and a lot of it has to do with the laws that's been changed, whereas though they think that they can, act a certain way, and they're taking on those manly type of roles. But it's a lot of sisters out here with etiquette groups that shows, a young lady how to do this and how to do that. And we really have to bring those back into the play, because the black sister, in my view, should be the one helping molding and shaping the black man, because right now it's a woman's world as far as in the black community. So they have to learn their role too, to know that the man is the rightful place, the man is the rightful head, and you need to help build him up. Now, how we going to get to that? Really, I don't know.
Right. Joy, here, It's Okay movement. Do you have women that helped you out, or is it just?
Yeah, I have females that help me out, but it's so many females in the community that's doing so much positive things that they don't get like really recognized for it.
Right.
But as soon as something bad happens, they get recognized for it. Like I know the girls Scott Kira, a couple other females in the community that are actually doing things, like if they have the money, more money to do it, it would be a straight business.
Right.
And women are strong. They strong. My mom raised me by herself in Florida, no family, and turned out fine.
Okay, we have a minute left. Give you guys about 45 seconds each. A little over a minute left. Any closing comments? Any updated programs that you got coming up? We'll start with Big Key, then Joy.
Yeah, my wife, she has the girly ball coming up, which is free every year annually. It don't cost you nothing. I believe it's just $10 for the chaperones. If you could bring 5 little children with you, that's one ticket. So that's 10 to 5, and really it's free. Okay. You know what I mean? And that's December the 22nd at the Longshoreman Hall. They donated the hall. Oh, okay. Brothers have donated. Everybody always donates, and that's, you know, I give them big shots for that, because really, man, we come out our pocket. Oh, you know, remember you bought some plates from me. I was feeding down Riverside. So I just would like, you know, everybody to see my wife, Michelle Booker, even on Facebook, All Things Girly, and get some tickets from her. There's food's free. They got DJ K Live. He's one of the toughest little DJs out there. So you go out in the crowd and get to kicking it with him.
What's the time of the events?
I believe the time is like from like 6 to 10 or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Joy, you got anything coming up?
I'm getting together right now with a few people. One person is Zandy McNeil. We're gonna put together a car show, something for the kids next year. Mother's Day event next year is back on. I'm back on that. That's about it. Just come out, support. Everything is free. I don't need. If you want to donate, you can donate. Make some food, or if you know something else that you can help our way. But no money's needed. Just show up.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. On that note, thank you both for coming on.
Thank you, brother. Man.
All right, Joy.
No problem.
All right, and thank you for tuning in to another edition of Community Issues. I'll see you in 2 weeks. God bless. Have a safe week.